Hallmark hunks Marcus, Rustin, Angel, and Craig are surprised when their moms join them for the festive face-off. And there isn't a dry eye at Holiday House. Romance Recap is breaking down Season 2, Episode 7 of Hallmark Channel's Finding Mr. Christmas, a reality competition show in which aspiring male actors compete for a starring role in a Hallmark holiday movie, hosted by Jonathan Bennett, Hallmark actor, and Aaron Samuels from 2004 movie Mean Girls.
That is so fetch.
I am Liz Donatelli.
And I'm Tiffany Current.
Be sure to subscribe to Reader Seeks Romance channel so that you don't miss new episodes of Romance Recap on YouTube and all podcast apps. Tiffany, thoughts?
Yes. Man, I'm very disappointed, spoiler alert, that Marcus went home tonight, but this was a delightful episode for me. I really enjoyed seeing the moms. I loved seeing how excited Melissa was about the moms. It was a really sweet episode for me. It was very sweet for me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, how many times did you make tears?
So legit real tears only once, but close to tears many times. But actual tears only one time, but like close to tears so many, because the moms are just so sweet and supportive. It was just, it was really cute.
I'm guessing you shed real tears over Angel?
No, that was my that was my almost tear. And then my real tear was Marcus.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a lot though. There was a lot of emotion this episode. It was a good emotional episode.
Yes, I felt very manipulated by the show.
That's Hallmark.
Yeah.
That's Hallmark for you.
So
they were hitting a lot of buttons, a lot of like those mom buttons and like going home. It was very sweet. It was very sweet.
It was. I was actually eating pizza while I was watching this alone.
Well, that's depressing. You need somebody with you during this one.
Well, nobody watches it. My husband's not going to watch it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm eating it, and I'm actually having trouble swallowing because I'm getting so choked up by things that I was trying desperately to eat while also trying to stop from crying. So that was fun.
I just want to eat my pizza as you're crying.
I did.
It was just so like every moment was emotional. Like the guys were emotional. I was emotional. Melissa was emotional. It was very sweet. Even Jonathan, like at one point he like brushes somebody's hair, and I was like, oh,
yes,
so cute. It was so cute.
Which he did to Angel's mom.
To Angel's mom,
which I thought was interesting because that's Angel's signature move.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. I did not see that. I did not see that tie-in. That's fascinating. Okay, good for you. I did not see that tie-in.
Yeah.
Well, I think let's just dive in. We open on them playing around, just wasting time, playing a game. And Marcus starts saying what he's learned. And right away, I'm like, oh man, now I know the signs. Now I know the signs. He's like, I learned humor from you, Craig, how to be suave from Angel, how to be like more articulate from Rustin. We're just hearing about what he's learned on this journey, and then they get swept away to this challenge. But I want to just say one quick thing. When they're swept away to the challenge, this is the first time I thought, where do they sleep? Where do they sleep? Are they sleeping in the house? This is my first time I thought, are they sleeping in this house? Where do they sleep?
I've never thought to ask myself that question or to ask you. I assume it's at the house, or is it just a set?
I don't know. This is the first time when they went back into the house. I said, is this a real house? I was like, where are they sleeping all this time?
That's a great question. That's a question that I'm sure they've answered on interviews. I should look up some interviews, see if they've addressed that.
I would love to see the behind the scenes of them actually, like what their bedrooms, is it like bunk beds? Like what's going on specifically for them? I want to know. I'm very curious.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking they sleep in a room filled with beds, kind of like a Victorian orphanage.
Oh no, like that? Is that what you think it's like?
I don't know. Well, what was the season of Golden? Was it Golden Bachelor? Golden Bachelor, right? Where all the women were in like bunk beds.
One small room, like 4 women in a room or something. It could be the exact same thing here. I was very curious. It's the first time that it crossed my mind as we're near the end, but I would like to know who's bunking with who, how's that working, who are the roommates. Very curious about it.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
But let's get into it. They have the first challenge where they have to write a Christmas card to the mom. Can I just say Melissa looked kind of like Polly Pocket? Did you see her outfit? It kind of
Polly.
reminded me of Polly Pocket. Not to be insulting, but I'm like, it felt very much like the doll. It was cute. It was cute though. But they
I
have
love
to
that you I love that that was the imagery that you associated with
you
her
have to go
look.
back and see it. It looked just like I just felt like Polly Pocket.
I
It was
will.
cute. It was pink. It was very cute. Um, but we get to see them run off and start making Christmas cards. And I thought it was funny because there's just a bunch of Christmas cards around the room and they're just picking random ones. I don't know. I didn't quite get that. It was strange.
I thought they were supposed to make handmade Christmas cards, but they were already,
Oh,
well, let's face it. I mean, we forget that Hallmark was first and foremost a greeting card company.
yes, Liz. Oh,
Yeah.
nice tie-in. Okay,
Yeah.
fair,
I was
fair.
thinking, I was like, oh, wow, this was a great, because did you notice that they were like, even the pictures online that they posted,
Yes,
they're these beautifully staged photos of the cards and the
cards,
envelopes and the pens.
smart.
I was like, oh, that was to remind us that you guys also
I
sell
like that.
cards. Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. But they sell cards, but we get to see the guys in action. They have like 10 minutes for some reason to write this card.
Oh my God, that's
Um,
exactly what I put down is
10
about, was it
minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah.
Who can write longhand for 10? That's not enough time to write a longhand letter for 10
Well,
minutes. Come on, guys.
that's my criticism, if you will,
Yeah,
about Rustin
come on.
does a poem. And I'm like, how did he write this beautifully composed poem in
In
10
10
minutes?
minutes.
Come on.
It,
Nobody's that
it's
good.
not for real. But we got to see all of them writing it out, what they want to put. And at some point I got a little frustrated at Craig because he puts on lipstick and he kisses a card. And I was like, come on, Craig, can we be serious
You
for a
know,
second?
I put that down too. I was annoyed
Yes.
and then I erased the note because
Yes.
he explained
He'd explained
why.
it. He explained it. At first I was like, come on. But anyway, they finished the cards and then we find out that the guest judges are who, Liz?
Their moms,
Yeah, it was
of
sweet.
course. And
It was so sweet.
just to complete that, Craig with the lipstick thing, he revealed that his mom would always do that on the cards to him, would seal it with
Yeah.
a lipstick kiss. So I just wanted to finish that
So he gets
thought.
a pass. He gets a pass. It was
He
very
gets a
sweet.
pass, and I just want to say that when there was that whole Marcus talking about what he's
Yeah,
learned and talking about his supportive mom and being proud of what he's doing, I'm like, oh my God, he's leaving.
he's
He's leaving.
leaving.
It's
He's
almost like a
leaving.
eulogy, you know? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
These are all the things I've been thankful for being on the show. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is. I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
So
good.
after the judging, we see, first of all, when Angel sees his mom, he calls her mommy. And that was when I first got like a little I was like, Angel,
Oh my
Angel's so
God.
he just everything is emotion and like I don't know, everything is emotion. I just feel it from him. He's so amazing. But either way,
Yeah.
I think we get to go through the letters. Craig reads his letter. His mom kind of cries. He explains the lipstick on the very back of it.
Yeah.
He cries, they laugh. It was a mix of laughter and crying. Did you like his letter? Did you like the letter?
It was it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was
It was
okay.
okay. I just feel like everything that Craig does is forced,
Calculated?
calculated and
Yes.
forced. You know, Craig strikes me as the type who wants to win for winning's sake.
Okay,
It's
that's
like there's a
fair.
prize to be won and I want it. I'll do whatever it takes to win it, but I won't know what to do when I've got it. I think he just wants to win. And I felt
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm sure he loves his mom very much and meant
Yeah.
what he said. But I just felt like that this whole episode was Craig, you know, maybe I feel like he was pinching himself somewhere we couldn't see just to make himself
Uh,
cry. I felt like the crying
there was a lot of
forced.
tears from
Yeah.
Craig this
Yeah.
episode. What did not feel forced was when Angel was reading his specific
Oh
one to
my
his
God.
mom, and he says like from your baby, and I was like, I just felt it. I felt it from him. I believed him when he was saying all these things, and his mom, her reaction to it, it was just beautiful. It was beautiful.
He is pure joy and raw emotion. Angel is just a wonderful,
Sweet.
fascinating person to
He's a
watch.
fascinating person. He's so to watch, it's like
Yeah.
watching love on screen. Like you're watching love
Wow.
move through scenes, and I'm like, he's
Yeah.
beautiful. We had Rustin do this really, really great poem. I was like, have you written this poem before? Like how could you write a poem so quickly
Right.
on the spot?
I was wondering if those were lyrics from one of his songs.
Oh, interesting.
Because he came up
Interesting.
with that. I mean, 10 minutes and you come up with something that sounds masterful. I mean,
It was
come on.
really what I loved about that poem is that it was like a close up of his mom and she had the chin ship the chin crying, like her chin was crying with her, and I was like, she's like
You mean like the
she
chin
felt it.
wobble? The
The
chin
chin
wobble?
wobble. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was really impressive. I was like, man, she's into this. It was a really good poem though. I was like, this is amazing. It
Well,
was really good.
it was. And at one
It
point, I was
was.
like, this is a long poem, given again the amount of time he had.
The
But I was like,
10
well,
minutes.
this is going on. It had to have been lyrics.
It had to have been lyrics before, or maybe he's just that talented. Maybe we're just being too hard on him. Maybe
No, no, it's lyrics.
either way, the final one was Marcus. That's when I had the real tears.
Ay, ay.
Like Angel got me there, and then like Marcus pushed me over the edge because when Marcus cried, this is the emotion from him that I believed. I believed his
Mm.
emotion. It felt real. He was crying, and I was like, it was sweet and heartbreaking, and I don't know. I was very emotional in that moment.
Yes. His mom has cancer, and from what I understand, it has returned. She had cancer previously and beat it. Don't know what kind of cancer, and
Hmm.
now has it again. So I think that's what made everything pertaining to Marcus today so compelling and raw,
Yeah.
is because and it also, I thought, enhanced his performance later, which we'll discuss.
We'll discuss
As
it.
much as
I
we're there.
totally agree with you. All I know is they're like, who's gonna win? I'm thinking you're gonna really give this to
Oh
at first
my
I was like,
God.
guys, this is mean.
I was wondering too.
But they gave it to everyone, thank God. Because I'm like, if you chose one person, I'm like, who would it be? Who had the best tears? I don't know. It
Yeah.
was,
Well, who would you have picked?
I don't know. It would have been probably Marcus or Angel for
Marcus,
me. I
yeah.
don't know.
I
It
think I
was
would have picked Angel, actually.
okay, that's fair. Angel was
'Cause,
great.
and also his raw emotion can be attributed to the fact that this is the first year, the first Christmas without his father who passed away.
Oh, that's true.
So
That's
I
fair.
feel like that was really driving him
That
in this
emotion
episode.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a lot of emotion. The moms get to stick around and help the guys run lines. And I
Yeah.
guess it's gonna be a family challenge with Sharon Lawrence. It was very exciting. All the guys were excited, and it's just like, oh, that's very sweet. And there's a fun
Yes.
fact. Apparently, Sharon was the flower girl. Is that what Jonathan said at his wedding?
Okay,
Did he
I've
say the
got
flower girl?
Okay, I got this. First of all, I just want to say that Sharon Lawrence, to me, even though she's a Hallmark actress, she will always
Yes.
forever be known as Assistant District Attorney Sylvia Costas on NYPD Blue.
Yes.
Just want to
Yes.
mention
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
So I have this highlighted to discuss with you. Jonathan
Yeah.
Bennett and Sylvia
Oh, goodness.
Jonathan Bennett and Sharon Lawrence
Yes.
starred in, I think, a couple of movies. They're part of a series, The Christmas
Yeah.
House, on
Mm-hmm.
Hallmark. And because they grew so close, when Jonathan Bennett's mother passed, he said
Yeah.
she, meaning Sharon, stepped in to fill the role of my mom at my
Yes.
wedding and was
Yes.
the flower girl. And
Yes.
and I wrote, you mean he would have had his mom be the flower girl?
Okay, yes. I went through the exact same stage of emotions as you. I'm like, oh, that's very sweet. I'm like, the flower girl. I don't know. That was strange, but maybe you just felt like she was very maternal, but for a fun role, she also got to be the flower girl. It could be
Oh,
both.
well, listen, if he would have said she did double duty, did the flower girl, and then walked him down the aisle or something like,
Yeah,
I'd be like, okay, but there's a picture of her crouching down as she's walking down the aisle throwing petals. And I'm like,
I
I
know.
don't know, was this a dignified role that you gave her? Like, was she
I
supposed to be
don't
acting like a
know.
little girl? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, but the picture was of note. I was like, flower girl. I just wasn't expecting it, but I was like, you know what? It is what it is, whatever you guys want to do. But they're going to be playing a mother-son dynamic.
Yep.
And what was interesting is that the guys actually got to rehearse with their moms. I thought that was kind of sweet. I thought it was kind of sweet.
I thought that was a brilliant way for
Yeah,
each of
it's
them
smart
to find
to get in.
to get into the role and to like find a what's it, a touch
Yes.
point, touchstone, like for the scene. I forgot the expression, but yeah, it was interesting because you know that the guys, especially Marcus, said, I'm
Yeah.
gonna act as if I'm talking to you,
Yes.
which
Yes.
essentially is like method, right?
Which
Isn't
worked.
that like
Yeah,
a
it's
method?
method. It's method
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah.
Method acting. Let's just dive into the actual scene. Okay. I
Yep.
I had I had some comments. Craig goes first. His
Oh,
mom was watching. Look, I'm sorry. I wrote down overacting underlined. I thought he was overacting. With the tears, it was too much. I put like, why is he crying so much? Like, why is he crying so much? Am
okay.
I crazy? It
No,
was too
I
much.
I agree. I put down, first of all, I thought the scene itself, the dialogue,
Yeah.
I thought was kind of cheesy
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, what am I gonna, I don't know who I am now that my
Who am
dad
I
passed.
now without
And I
dad?
was like, all
Yeah.
right, this is a bit, it was like the mom was like, I don't know who I am. He's like, I don't know who
Yeah.
I am either. I was
Yeah.
like, who wrote this scene? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
that aside, I want to backtrack just a little bit in
Yeah.
which Craig talks about doing lines with his mom. And
Yeah.
when I said that, I know it sounds like I meant cocaine
Yeah.
lines.
Coke, but it was
No,
not the case. Yeah.
doing a read through with his mom, and he tells the camera that his mom is like super smart, and that
Mm.
his and I wrote down this. Tiffany, what do you think of Craig's claim that his mother read a physics book from cover to cover and in one
Yes.
day taught him enough to get an A on a test? I'm like, what are you talking about, Craig?
I remember how he said that. Look, I don't know if he meant that literally. I think like he was basically saying that she would go above and beyond to make sure that he succeeds. That's why I took it. But it sounded like a lot.
It
It
did sound
sounded
like
like
a
a lot.
lot. Craig is overdoing it. That's one of my notes. He's
Yes.
overdoing it,
Yes.
forcing emotion, overly
Yes.
dramatic. Sharon
Yes.
Lawrence is a great actress.
She's fantastic. I was watching him like she's doing well with this. Like she's handling this very well, very even.
Yes, she makes it look easy, right? After
She
seeing, I was
makes
like,
it
oh,
look
I could do that. It's like, no, you
she
can't, Liz. Only Sharon Lawrence can.
Can we talk about, and this happens three more times, the close-up of that freaking star? At first, when they did it with Craig, I'm like, why are we doing a close-up of the star? Like, why are we like we already know that we're marketing the tree. But I'm like, the star? It was a close-up of the star.
Yeah, the star that tops the tree. Was that also by the sponsor Balsam
It
Firs or
has to
whatever?
be. It
Okay.
has to be.
Okay, that
Bal
might
I
be
think it's
why.
balsam trees,
Oh,
but it
balsam
has to be.
trees. Yes, that's it.
Let's get the sponsor right. Okay, let's get the sponsor
No,
right.
you're right. They deserve it.
Um, it was, I don't know, but we got the close-up of the star. Then we went to Angel, and I'll just say again before we discuss him. At the end of his scene, I'm like, again with the close-up of this again. Like we haven't forgotten.
Right.
We just saw it a minute ago. Like, why are you showing
Right.
me the close-up of the
Well,
star
I
again?
think they were totally blocking it as
That's
if
crazy.
this was a
Oh, the
real
big moment.
taping. Right.
Okay.
Because in reality, that scene where they focus on the star
Yes,
would probably have swelling music in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be
I
very
know.
dramatic. But I mean,
Because they're
yes,
looking up at the sky afterwards. I'm like, what? Who's shooting this?
that
I
was
was like,
ridiculous. Okay, that
who's
was a
doing the above shot? Come on, guys.
let me tell you, I've never seen anything that cheesy actually on Hallmark where
Me
you look up as
either.
if you're talking to your parent in
It
heaven,
was
I
weird.
guess.
It was weird. It
It
was
was
not
weird.
for me. So Angel goes, we see his mom get in the chair and she's
Oh my God.
watching. She is so emotional watching him.
Oh,
I'm getting emotional watching him. I put like Angel did much better. I believed him. That's what I wrote. I'm like, I believe him. That was my main note. He did a great job. He did a lot of touching of her, but I think it was acceptable. He
well,
did great.
okay.
Too
So
much touching?
I will read my note. So Angel, I liked how he delivered his lines. I put more
Yeah.
natural than Craig.
Yes.
He pushed hair away from Sharon's head intimately as he did on his date
Ah,
scene.
yes, yes,
So
yes, that
because
happened.
he
There was
did
a
that on the
touch.
date scene, to me it was like, oh, that's weird that you're doing that now to your mom. Then I wrote, oy vey, he's crying more than she is. Merry Christmas, Dad. I really felt in my heart that he was
Yeah,
drawing on his own emotion. I felt that
yeah.
raw emotion when he said, "We miss you." But I even said, it's like he's. I almost felt like Sharon should have been comforting him. I think he was bringing a little too much to the table.
Too much emotion at the table. It was either way. I was okay with it. his mom was like having a moment, and then that's
Yeah.
when Jonathan kind of like rubbed did the hairbrush.
To
Did the
her as well.
hairbrush?
Yeah.
It was so sweet though. It was so sweet though. It was
Y-
very cute.
Has anyone ever done that to you? Is take and brush the hair like that?
No,
Like,
is this like
okay.
a TV thing? Am I missing out? Do I not have a face that's approachable enough to like push things out of my
Just
face?
next time I
I
see
don't
you, I'll
know.
do it.
You better.
Oh, I will. Well, it's funny because the only time that my husband Tom has ever done something
Yeah,
like that is
yeah.
in a moment where I'm annoyed. It's almost like he does it as a way to try to calm me
Oh,
down at
that's
something.
interesting. That's
But he's
interesting.
only done it like
That's
twice in
funny.
my life. And one of those times I remember getting mad and I snapped and I was like, "Stop touching my hair. You never do this. Why are you doing this now?" Um,
Stop touching me.
like I find it almost like what you would
It's
do to a
funny.
child. I think
Uh,
that's what I don't like is made being made
that's
being made to feel
interesting.
like a
Yeah,
kid. Yeah.
that's
So
fair.
but
That's
but
fair.
listen, anything Angel does, even though I was like, I don't know, he's just so wonderful. So
He's lovely. Next, we have Marcus. Can I just say, I said,
mm.
this is the best acting I've seen from him to date. That
Hmm.
was my note. It was the best acting. I'm like, he did so much better. I was like, as you said last week, like, did he get an acting coach? Maybe it's just because he thought his mom is there and he's acting as if it's his mom. He did a much better job. I believed his emotion. He did a good job.
We are totally aligned. I wrote down very natural for Marcus, best hug. He gave her a great hug.
He gave her a nice long hug. I put long hug. Yeah,
Long hug, tight
long
hug.
hug.
Oh God, his muscles were like really popping. Best acting of the
Yeah,
season.
yes,
Probably because his mom is there. Then does he forget his lines? Oh, okay. At one point he
I
just
think
kind of
so.
did he forget his lines? Is that what it
I'm
was?
assuming he forgot his lines, and I think they just cut it out. That's what I think happened. I
Okay.
think he probably forgot and they cut it out.
And then
Yeah.
he picked up the box, which he wasn't supposed to do. And I
But
was
that
like,
was such
what's
an accident. That was an
yeah, that was an
accident.
accident. And then I was like, what's the big deal? And then Sharon mentioned later that the box
Yeah.
had to stay there because the camera had to
For that
pan in
shot.
on it. Yeah.
For
So I
that
was like,
shot.
okay, but that's like minor. The notes about Rustin, I think you'll be surprised what I wrote.
Really. I said Rustin and his mom have a beautiful relationship.
Yes.
Then I said, like, he's the most, for me, realistic. I thought he was the most realistic, and I liked him actually the best. And then I put like, okay, again with that star? Like again?
I can't
Like,
well,
come on.
well, first of all,
But he
my
was the
friend,
best.
we're not always aligned, to be honest. But this time, everything you've said, I've agreed with. I wrote down
Yes.
Rustin, very dramatic, liked him best. I just thought that he 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 towed the line between like
Yes.
being authentic, but also being a little dramatic, which is what you want.
Yes.
You don't want him to totally act like he would do in real life because it would be
Yeah.
underwhelming. So I thought it was a good balance of acting, but then
He did
not
great.
acting. Yeah. So I thought it was, I
Look,
loved it.
he was legit the best. Even I believe he was. Even Sharon said so. She said like
He
I think she said
was.
Sharon was she said she thought he had the most skilled. He was the most skilled. And it's true, he was.
He
He is the
was the
most
most skilled,
professional actor. He was
which,
great.
which leads me to, like my next note once we go to the elimination. Like, why? Like, what's going on here?
Okay. Winner was Angel, and I'm honestly surprised. I thought it was gonna be Rustin. Okay, fine.
I said he
Fine.
should have won. I mean, Angel won. I said he was a little over the top, but I'm okay with it. But
I'm
still,
okay with it. Angel won, Rustin was two, and right away I'm like, okay, I already know what's gonna happen. Because whenever they were talking about Craig's performance, they're like, oh, he was raw with his emotion. I was like, guys, I'm tired of the producers pushing this in my face at this point. Don't push him in my face at this point.
you're
I
right.
come
I
on.
put down Jonathan is always praising Craig. For some reason, Craig can't do any wrong in Jonathan's eyes. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because behind the scenes they've already decided they're going to pick him and he wants
Yes.
all of us to be okay with it because he had a critique for every one of them except Craig and that was incorrect. That was just
That was
not fair.
incorrect. It was overacting. It was
Yeah.
overacting. But as we discussed, Craig gets to stay, Marcus goes home.
It's time to take your stocking down. You're going home for the holidays.
I was kind of sad.
I would say
Marcus came a
yeah.
long way acting wise. Like this time he came a long way.
He did. And, when they first said he was, Marcus, you're going home, like Marcus did look stunned. Like he almost
Yeah.
looked like everything he was devoid of emotion, like just blank for a few seconds. I was like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
poor man.
He's
And
broken.
right, like a brokenness. And
Yeah.
Jonathan, got very emotional. And I wrote down, dude is invested. Like I love that Jonathan gets emotional because and I said, this isn't just a paycheck. I said, but Jonathan, like he really gets into caring for the contestant,
Yeah, I think so. It was a sad elimination. That leaves us with one more to go. This is it.
One
Last
more to
episode.
go. And the final three are Rustin, Angel, and Craig. Do
Yep.
you have predictions? Yes, you do. What is it?
Liz, I think you're right. I think Craig is going to be announced the winner. I wish it was someone else, but I will accept it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Craig. Craig is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week is the season finale, and as I've mentioned before, watched the show on television. So I got a sneak peek,
Oh, okay.
and it's looks like it's one big acting scene. At least that's what they
Okay.
showed us. And it's a period piece.
Oh my goodness, that's interesting,
Yeah,
actually.
so I couldn't tell. It looks like it might be turn of the century, like early
Okay.
1900s.
That's fun.
Oh, turn of the last century, I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
say.
yeah.
And there's like a
That's a connection.
train, like an old-fashioned train involved. And
Wow, that's budget. Good for them.
yeah,
That's fun. I'm excited. Okay, very cool.
well, that's all we got for you. Tune in next week when we discuss season finale of Finding Mr. Christmas here on Romance Recap.